morning. It is the 22nd. Gosh, it's the 22nd of December. So welcome to today's Vlogmas video. Thank you for joining me. My name is Anniken. I live in the southwest of England, where it is quite overcast and a bit rainy today. And I design knitting patterns. I teach knitting workshops online and in person. And I sell yarn through my website, YarnAddict.co.uk. You can find all the links, including how to sign up to my newsletter and my website and buy my yarn and check out my online courses and social media and everything else below this video. I'm going to show you a finished design or finished project. I'm going to open my advent calendars, and I'm going to start with actually showing you a little video clip I recorded yesterday. So yesterday we had a day off because we were supposed to be doing something else. I got cancelled, so we had a day off. So we decided to go out for the day, and we live in an area where there are a lot of National Trust properties. For those of you not in the UK, National Trust look after all like the old stately homes that people, that the rich families who own them ones can't afford to keep anymore because they're incredibly expensive to run. And there are a lot in this area. And every few years we tend to get a National Trust membership. And we got one 3 years ago. In December 2019, we did a lot of Christmassy things at the properties because they all have Christmas exhibitions and a lot of Christmassy things going on at Christmas. So we did quite a few of the local properties, looked at the, went to their Christmas events and things. So we did get we used the membership enough to make it worthwhile getting it. And then in January, from January to March, I think most of them close for the winter, and then they open again around Easter time. And of course, by then we were in lockdown. And I don't know whether they opened again properly in 2020, but we didn't go again. So we kind of, even though we did use our membership enough to make it worthwhile, we didn't feel we did. So we kind of been putting off rejoining, and we decided to rejoin again and went to this property called Buckland Abbey, which is on the southern edge of Dartmoor, just north of Plymouth, and we've been there loads of times before. It's a really nice property. It's where Sir Francis Drake lived. It used to be a abbey at one point, I guess, because it's called Buckland Abbey, but it's probably most famous for being the home of Sir Francis Drake, who was a prolific explorer. On the top floor there is a lot of stuff, kind of hand-sewn things for the kids to do. So there's I remember going there with one of my daughters and school on a school trip, and we used to take our girls there quite regularly as kids, and there's quite a lot of stuff there for them to do and see. So I'll show you the video from there now. So I have a finished item as well. This is a Mobius cow. It is knitted in Monosley Uruguay silk blend. I finished it last night. My goal had been to finish it on Tuesday, so I was a little bit late finishing it, but that's fine. I only had like a round and a half and casting off to do last night. It is, I think it is exactly the same as my Trenor Mobius cow. I need to just double check the stitch pattern because I'd originally planned to do something slightly different, and then that didn't work out, so I ended up ripping out a load of stuff. And I think what I basically ended up is the same as the dog's trying to come in here. He's not coming in. Dog was trying to come in here. I think he's looking for somewhere to sleep. So it ended up, I think it's ended up being exactly the same as the Trenor cow, except because I'm using DK yarn, I've cast on fewer stitches. So I think I cast on 120 stitches, which gives you 240 stitches in total. So with the Mobius, you basically cast on in the middle, and then every time you work around, you work one round in each direction. So that's why when you're knitting with the light pink, you end up with the light pink round going this way, but you also end up with the light pink round on that side. So if I, hang on, are you going to come in? Hello? Alfie has come in. Let's see if he wants to say hello. Come here. Come here. He doesn't come in my room very often, and if he does, it's usually to look for treats. Normally he sleeps in Simon's room during the day, in the morning, but I think Simon shut the door because he could hear us filming. You going to say hello? Mwah. Right, I'm going to film for a couple more minutes and then we're going to go out for a walk. There we go. He normally comes in here to see if there's I've dropped any food on the floor. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to release this as a pattern because it is the same as the Trenor pattern. I don't know whether to update the Trenor pattern and include the information for this or not. But this is a present for somebody. I do have to film a little tutorial involving this later on today because I did notice a dropped stitch when I was quite a few rows past it. So I've just secured it with a stitch marker, and I'm going to film later today how I will fix that and secure that stitch without having to rip back and re-knit loads, because by the time I noticed it, I was probably about that far past it and I didn't want to unpick and redo it. So let's do the advent calendar. So let's do Orchidean Luxury Yarn first. So that's yesterday's, which I love. So we went through a couple of lilac-y purpley shades and then into pinky lilac, and today, hang on, let's do the stitch marker first. So we started with pinks, and it looks like we're going to end with pinks. Oh, that's pretty. So it's the same type of stitch marker as the last few days, but look at that colour. That's gorgeous. I love that colour. Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, that's my favourite stitch marker so far. And that is the yarn. So it's a little bit more pink than yesterday's. I was thinking it looked similar to the first day, but it's not. So I think I wonder whether we're going back towards like the beginning. Interested to see what the last colour is. So there are 2 days left. This is absolutely amazing colours. Let's see if I can show you. Just look at that rainbow of colours. Aren't they gorgeous? So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. Don't know what I'm going to make with it yet, but we'll see. And then let's do the botanical yarns. Oops, I ripped the door completely off there. So that was yesterday. So we're on the purple fade. That's today's. That was yesterday's. So I feel like this one, once I realised that it was going to be like a fade every 6 days, it feels like once you open the first one in that row, the rest is less exciting because it just carries on in that fade, which I like, but it makes it slightly less exciting. And then a parcel arrived, which I haven't opened yet. So let's open that. It came yesterday. It is from Botanical Yarns. Lovely purple wrapping paper, tissue paper. Oh, they weren't quite what I was expecting. So a couple of flyers. Okay, so neither of these colours were quite what I expected them to be quite honest, but I do like them. So those are the 2 colours. I especially like that one. I thought that one was more pink. They are DK Superwash, 75% merino, 25% nylon. I'll probably use that for a pair of socks because I could do with some thicker socks. this one I was actually thinking about possibly using with another yarn. I'm just trying to see if I can find it, see it on my shelf behind me. No, I can't see it. I have another yarn which I got from Orchidean Luxury Yarn a few weeks ago. I was thinking I could use this with to create some kind of another brioche design. I'm a little bit obsessed with brioche, if you haven't noticed. So those are really nice. They were I think 20% off, so that's what I got them. Right, I'm going to go out and walk the dog, and we'll see what else ends up in this vlog. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will see you whatever happens next. It is 23rd of December. I don't know where I looked at the advent calendar. I know it's 23rd. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. And we have 1 day left after the day of Vlogmas. So I'm going to, I can't remember what I filmed yesterday, but I'm going to put this bit in with yesterday's Vlogmas and upload that tonight. And then I'm going to try and do a separate episode for tomorrow. If you've been following along with Vlogmas, then you know that I've injured my back and I'm still in quite considerable amount of pain, so I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, because this Saturday I'm more or less sorted for Christmas. We're actually doing Christmas slightly differently this year because of the fact that we were expecting my parents to come and they're not coming, and my father-in-law is having Christmas lunch with his wife in the nursing home because it's their first Christmas there, so he's not coming to us on Christmas Day till later in the afternoon, and we didn't think he would want 2 Christmas meals on Christmas Day. So what we wanted to do was to get an Indian or Chinese takeaway for lunch on Christmas Day. We've always quite fancied doing that, but I rang around all the local takeaways. We live in quite a small town in Cornwall, and they're all closed basically, so we're not doing that. So Emily, my youngest daughter, is making pancakes tomorrow, vegan pancakes for lunch, for Christmas Day, and then we will have like cheese and biscuits and cakes and things in the evening. And then we're going to have our Christmas lunch on Boxing Day, which is the 26th, for those of you not in the UK. I don't know why it's called Boxing Day. I've had several explanations for that, but I don't actually know which one is the right one. So on Boxing Day, day after Christmas Day, we're going to have our Christmas lunch. So we don't really have a lot to do tomorrow. We're all ready, I think, done all the shopping, done all the cleaning. We're just waiting for Emily to come home. She's coming home tonight or tomorrow, don't know, depends on when she finishes work today. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But let's do the advent calendar. Actually, before I do the advent calendar, I have got a pile of yarn here because I need to cast them for another brioche cowl. I mean, I don't seem to be knitting anything other than brioche cowls at the moment. But I made one for a friend for Christmas. I'm going to put a picture on it of the one I made for her on the screen because I obviously sent it off already. But I want to make one for myself and have one as like an official sample. So the one I knitted for her were in these 2 colours. So that was the main colour and that was the background colour, and I love those. They look really great. I don't really want to knit 2 of the same colour because I took pictures for the pattern of the one I sent to my friend, and there will be a pattern in January. So I thought if I knit another colour, I can show 2 colours in the pattern. So I'm not going to do those 2. I did think about doing those 2 because I think the pink goes quite nicely with that one, but I have several cows that I have a cow that has those 2 colours. This one's not for me, this one's for someone else, but I have a cow which has that pink as the main colour and the purple as the background colour. Then I have one that has that pink and a variegated bright pink. That's my delightful cow. And then I also have a cowl that has that colour and that purple as the main colour. And I really like those colours together as well. But what I was thinking was maybe I need something other than pink. So I thought about using this colour, which is really bright. I don't know whether it's my colour or not, but I also have one wound up that I could use, so I don't have to take one, because any of these I have to take out of my shop stock, if you like. But I don't know if I do it with that one. That looks quite nice. Or if I do it with that one, that looks nice as well. Or if I do it with that one. No, I don't like that. I don't have any other solid colours, I don't think. I'm just looking. I don't think I've got any other solid colours in the silk blend. I need to decide because I really like to cast on for tomorrow. I think maybe those 2. If you have any opinions, let me know in the comments below. So let's do the advent calendar while I'm pondering that. So Botanical Yarns is going lighter to more pale pink. So I'm assuming then tomorrow is the final one will be like even a lighter pink. That's the Botanical Yarn ones. And then the Orchidean Luxury Yarn, that was yesterday's. So let's see what's in today's. I'm assuming we're going more pink. Oh yes, we are. So we started with pink and we're finishing with pink, which is interesting because I was a bit disappointed at the beginning. I like the pink, but I was disappointed there was only like, was there 1 or 2 pink? 1 pink at the beginning and 1 that was like a pinky corally peachy colour. And I wanted more pink, and I was like, oh, there's only 1 proper pink, but we're going pink now. So that's the stitch marker for today, which is pretty. So we'll put that in with the other stitch markers, and then that's the colour for today. So it's a bit more brighter pink than that one. So I'm really excited that we're finishing with pink because I was disappointed at the beginning that there was only like one proper pink at the beginning before it started going into like coral and peach and yellow, and I wanted more pink. So I'm getting my wish of more pinks now at the end. So there's one to do tomorrow, plus there is a full skein tomorrow. I'm assuming that will be like a neutral colour really, but I just love this. This is just so pretty. I'm really excited about that. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous colours? So that's the Orchidean Luxury yarn. Okay, that is the advent calendars. Oh, I'm going to show you my crochet as well. Because I finished this cowl, I think I've already filmed a bit about that cowl, and I didn't really have anything else. I knitted a swatch, but I haven't blocked it, and I haven't had time to write the pattern for the next design I need to cast on for a deadline in January. So I've just picked up my crochet blanket and started working on that. So I have done, I can't remember where I was last time, probably on this blue and green stripe here. This orange stripe is two mini skeins from my Spectrum Fibre advent calendar, the one I use for my brioche shawl. I had two oranges that I didn't like. One was orange and one had orange and white, so I used those two together here. I was worried they were going to be too bright, and then I used like let's see, I think I've still got them in here. No, I don't. I used that pink with like a darker, not pink, oh this one. Oh, I have got it here. So then I used those two together. That one hasn't got enough, so I weighed that one and took it out. So I used those two together here, and then I did it like a, I chose like a one that had like blues and pinks and one that was blue, but I didn't weigh the blue one and it wasn't enough, so I ran out after about a row and a half, I think, and then I just joined in a pink instead. So I got like 3 rows that aren't quite the same, and now I'm working with those. Hang on, I try not to keep too many balls in this bag because they just unravel and then get tangled, but now I'm working with those two. So I've nearly finished the 3rd row, I think. Hang on. Yeah, about 3/4 of the way across the 3rd row. I need at least 10 grams of each ball to do the 3 rows. It's just probably about 8-9 grams. So I've been looking through my leftover sock yarn stash. I actually found a couple of mini skein sets. So this one is from Lorna's Laces String Quartet. Lorna's Laces, I don't think they're around anymore. It's an American company. I was going to do, this has been my stash for so long, I don't know what I was going to do with it. Gorgeous colours. I feel like maybe I should knit socks or something with it, but I might put it in the blanket. And then I have this one. These are all falling out. This is Fab Funky Fibre. Bought this a few years ago. It's mini skein set, and I've never done anything with it. So I'm going to put those in the blanket. I'm just going to take the wrapping the label off, but it has a stitch marker. I can get it off, attached to it, one of the stitch markers. So take that one off and put it in my stitch marker pot. So I think yeah, I've got a few things in here that are fairly small that I need to weigh to make sure there's enough. Then I have some that are a bit bigger. So I don't want to take like loads of these downstairs. I'm going to leave them in here and just take out 2 or 3 at a time. Let's grab a couple of those and take those with me, because I think I'm going to be working on this tonight. So yeah, that's it. So not much knitting progress today, but I have done a bit of crochet. I have edited a video. I'm been trying to upload a video to YouTube all day. It's quite a long video. Then I got another video to upload. So I have a few videos to upload to YouTube. And I got one video. I just filmed the tutorial. I've done some baking today. But I might show you what my cakes look like tomorrow. I haven't baked for years. Since the girls were old enough to like I guess like mid to late teens, and they wanted to do baking, I just let them do, because I always used to make birthday cakes for them and stuff. And then they got to an age where they wanted to make birthday cakes for each other, so I just let them do it. So I haven't baked for years. And if Emily had come home earlier, I would have let her do the baking. But Emily, I said to Emily that I thought I might try and do some baking. This is when I thought my parents were coming, because my mum does loads of baking, so I felt like maybe I ought to bake just to like impress her a bit. So Emily said, well, can you make these 2 vegan cakes? So I thought, well, yeah, I might as well make them vegan. So I made a lemon cake, lemon loaf drizzle, lemon drizzle type cake. I need to do the actual icing on it. And then I made a chocolate cake, but just came out of oven like an hour ago, so I haven't done the buttercream on that. It's not buttercream because it's vegan, but vegan buttercream. I'm going to do that tomorrow, I think. And so yeah, I think they've turned out okay. I hope so. So I'm going to do all the decorating and stuff tomorrow, I think. I don't think I'm doing that today. So yeah, we'll see. If Emily comes home tonight, I might let her do it tomorrow. So that's it. I've signed off work for Christmas. I didn't manage to do everything I planned to do this week. I'm really behind on emails. Didn't catch up on emails. I was going to do that, and then I just haven't. It's been hard this week with this back problem. Everything is taking twice as long. I'm in a lot of pain. Yeah, it's been a bit of a nuisance, but it's slowly getting better, but very, very slowly. So thank you for watching this episode. It's mainly me sitting here ranting at the camera, I think. Hopefully we might find something fun to do tomorrow for the last Vlogmas episode, although it is a bit limited because I can't walk very far, so that makes it a little bit of a nuisance. But thank you for watching, and there will be one more Vlogmas episode after this, and then we'll be back to normal service in the new year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.